the Hollywood Unapologetic Podcast with Orlando Delbert, Filmmaking Essentials. Today, we're jumping into something really interesting, this idea of new Hollywood generation.
Yeah, it feels like the whole landscape of filmmaking is shifting, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And technology and this sort of entrepreneurial spirit seem to be right at the center of it all.
Exactly. For you, the aspiring filmmaker, we've pulled together insights from, all over discussions on learning resources, habits of successful filmmakers, how funding works now, the tech impact.
All that good stuff. So our mission today is really to unpack what it means to be like an entrepreneurial filmmaker in this new environment, this whole democratization thing.
It really is a different way of thinking. You hear this term filmtrepreneur popping up.
Filmtrepreneur.
Yeah, it's about more than just the creative vision. It means being, scrappy, working incredibly hard and thinking business first, really hustling.
So less artist waiting to be discovered.
Yeah.
And more proactive.
Totally. You have to accept that filmmaking, for most people, it's freelance work. And that means you need business skills. You're essentially managing your career as a business.
Okay, that makes sense. I read something interesting in the source material, actually. Filmmakers who focus on those business skills early on, they're like way more likely to get funded within 5 years.
That's a huge point. It shows it's not just theory. It has real-world impact. You can't just wait for permission anymore.
Right, taking control.
Exactly. Manage yourself, your projects, your finances. It's like running your own little company.
And that old path, pin all your hopes on a festival hit leading to a big distribution deal. That's not the only way now.
Oh, not at all. The smart filmmakers, these filmtrepreneurs, they're building multiple income streams.
Like what?
Well, using online platforms, maybe selling directly to their audience, creating niche content, finding different ways to actually make money from their work, not just hoping for that one big break.
Does setting up a production company fit into this? Is that something you should do?
It can be a really smart move, gives you structure, maybe shared resources, helps build leverage.
Solo or with partners?
Either works, but you have to be ready for the cash flow thing. It's often pretty irregular, especially at first.
Yeah, I bet. I've even heard, established actors, big directors, they often have side businesses.
Right.
For stability.
Absolutely. It's just practical. Takes the financial pressure off the creative work, gives you a safety net. You need that sometimes.
Okay, so you've got the business mindset dialed in. What about the actual, day-to-day, the work habits? What separates people here?
Right, habits. The big idea here is building systems, not just chasing goals.
Systems, not goals. Explain that a bit.
Well, instead of just saying, I want to finish my script, a system is I'm going to write for 1 hour every morning at 7 a.m. It's the consistent practice.
So it's about the process, not just the outcome. Takes the pressure off.
Exactly. And another great one is the 2-minute rule. Heard of that?
Tell me more.
If something takes less than 2 minutes, just do it right now. Don't put it off. It's kind of psychological, It breaks down that feeling of being overwhelmed, makes it easier to just start, builds momentum without you even thinking about it. It's those small wins.
It's being super intentional with even tiny bits of time.
Totally. And being aware of what some call decisive moments.
Decisive moments?
Yeah, those little choices through the day. Do you open your editing software? Or do you scroll social media? Those choices add up and shape, everything.
Okay, makes sense. What about routines?
Creating a ritual is huge. Maybe you get up super early to write, or maybe evenings are for editing. Whatever it is, making it automatic helps embed that creative work into your life.
Like muscle memory for creativity.
Kinda, yeah. And here's a key thing. Standardize before you optimize.
Meaning?
Get the habit consistent first. Just show up and do the thing. Don't worry about making it perfect right away. Focus on just doing it regularly. Then you can tweak and improve.
Yeah, avoid getting stuck trying to perfect step one.
You got it. And protect your time. This is critical. You got to set boundaries.
Like saying no to things.
Yeah, saying no, but also things like limiting email checks, maybe using website blockers, whatever it takes to carve out focused time for your actual ambition projects.
It feels like a balancing act, though. Paying the bills versus working on your passion project.
It is. That's why you need to be strategic about your cash flow jobs. Pick work that pays, sure, but also leaves you enough time and, importantly, mental energy for your filmmaking.
Good point. Energy, not just time.
Right. And another big tip? Avoid one-itis.
One-itis. Sounds painful.
It can be. It means don't get completely hung up on one single project. If that one project stalls or falls through, you're left with nothing.
So keep multiple things cooking.
Exactly. Have a few projects in different stages. It keeps you moving, keeps you agile. Look at successful artists. They practice consistently. Small efforts day after day. That's what builds mastery.
Okay, so we're being entrepreneurial, building good habits. Now, how does this new Hollywood generation actually, do stuff, take initiative?
Initiative starts with learning. Always learning. There's that Japanese idea, Kaizen.
Continuous improvement.
Yes? Think of learning as an investment, seriously, not an expense. Maybe even set aside a small, continuous learning budget for yourself each month or year.
I like that, formalizing it.
And crucially, don't wait for permission.
Just start.
Just start. Use what you have, your phone, right. It's an amazing camera these days. Learn by doing, and, this is huge, finish your projects.
Why is finishing so important, even if it's not perfect?
Because stacking up completed work, building that portfolio, it shows you can execute. It's tangible proof, experience points, way more valuable than a perfect, unfinished idea.
Action over perfection. Got it.
And take responsibility. It's on you. Don't just wait for an agent or blame circumstances. Push through the hard stuff.
Easier said than done sometimes.
Oh, for sure. But it's necessary. And you got to put yourself out there, knock on doors, maybe literally cold calling production companies asking for PA work. Get your foot in.
That takes guts.
It does, but it's how you get seen, get experience, and network proactively.
Aware.
Film festivals, local meetups, talk to people on set, build real relationships, internships, PA jobs. They're invaluable for this, even if you didn't go to film school.
So experience and connections are key, regardless of formal training.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to admit what you don't know. Ask for advice.
Is that okay? People don't mind.
Most people are happy to share if you're genuinely curious and actually listen.
Yeah.
Be receptive. Don't pretend you know everything.
That leads nicely into the whole continuous learning thing again. Where should people be looking to learn?
Well, the amazing thing is there are tons of free resources now, like Rob Hardy's Filmmaker Freedom, loads of tutorials. Film Riot is great for DIY stuff, beginner to advanced.
Yep.
Filmmaker IQ does these really deep dives into history, tech, theory, super well researched, and Nerdwriter for smart film analysis.
Sounds like a lot out there. Almost too much.
It can be. You do have to be a bit discerning, Some big sites, the quality can vary, but the good stuff is gold.
What about film school itself? Still relevant?
It can be. Good for connections, honing craft. But it's expensive, right? And honestly, internships are often more crucial for actually breaking in. If you do go, pick a school with strong industry links.
And learning from peers.
Definitely. Join clubs or start one.
Yeah.
Talk to other filmmakers. Share what you're learning, what challenges you're facing. That peer-to-peer stuff is invaluable.
And the industry changes so fast.
So fast. You have to keep learning just to stay relevant. Look at skills in growing areas like post-production, VFX. Those are increasingly important.
Makes sense. What about the money side? Financing films.
Oh, yeah. Super important. You got to understand the basics of film financing.
Like what kinds of basics?
Different sources, Pre-sale selling rights before you even make it debt. Equity investment, grants, crowdfunding, even using your own money. Each has pros and cons.
Sounds complicated.
It can be. Plus, understanding things like tax incentives, IRS codes. Basic financial literacy is key for an independent filmmaker. And distribution, too. Don't just think theaters.
What else is there?
Streaming platforms, OTT, they call it, like Netflix, Hulu, or even distributing it yourself online. Lots of options now.
And of course, technology. We keep coming back to that.
Because it underpins so much of this change. You need to embrace the tech. Digital cameras, editing software, online tools for collaboration.
What about things like virtual production?
Huge potential there. Seeing digital sets in real time while shooting. Game changer. It allows for remote work in new ways, too. And always, always keep studying the craft itself. History, technique. Places like Filmmaker IQ help there, too.
So technology is really the engine driving this democratization, this new Hollywood generation.
Yeah.
Let's focus on that for a sec. How is it empowering people?
Well, first off, access and cost.
Yeah.
Digital cameras, decent editing software. It's just way cheaper and easier to get your hands on professional level tools than it used to be.
Lowering the barrier to entry.
Massively. And creatively, digital tools open up so much. Complex visual effects, nonlinear ways of telling stories, things that used to require massive budgets.
And getting it seen.
Distribution's been revolutionized. Online platforms, social media, your own website, streaming services. You can bypass the old gatekeepers and reach audiences directly, anywhere in the world.
And funding too, right? With crowdfunding.
Exactly. Platforms like Kickstarter or Indiegogo let you connect directly with people who believe in your project and get funding straight from them. It's a powerful shift.
Plus, collaboration seems easier now.
Definitely. Fast internet, cloud storage, those virtual production tools we mentioned. You can work with people anywhere. It allows for more iterative workflows too, making creative decisions earlier, getting feedback faster.
So ultimately, it empowers the individual artist.
Yes, it gives you more control, more autonomy to bring your unique vision to life. It's pretty exciting, actually.
Wow, this has been a really fantastic look at navigating this new filmmaking landscape. To kind of wrap up, what are the absolute core things you think our listeners, the new Hollywood generation, should take away?
Okay, core things. First, definitely embrace that entrepreneurial mindset. Think like a business. Second, build those strong, consistent work habit systems are key. Third, take initiative, don't wait. Fourth, commit to always learning.
Right.
And fifth, really learn how to use technology strategically. It's your ally. Honestly, the power to succeed now, it really feels like it's in the hands of this generation.
That's a great summary. So a final thought then. Considering all this unprecedented access, the tools, the knowledge, the platforms, what's the big question for the new Hollywood generation to ponder as they go out and tell their stories?
A provocative question. I'd ask this. With all these tools and this freedom, what unique perspectives, what personal philosophies are you going to champion through your films? How will you use cinematic storytelling to make a truly lasting, meaningful impact on the world?
You can find more insights on navigating the entertainment industry and achieving success in Orlando Delbert's work, including his book, Pollyanna's Tear-Soaked Battlefields of Hollywood, a survival guide against the cynicism and the hypocritical, and of course, the Hollywood Unapologetic platform. And always remember, you are the key to your own success. You are the new Hollywood generation.
Be informed, be prepared, and most importantly, be great.
That's it. Be great. Good luck out there.
See you next time.